Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! My holidays are gonna be so much fun this year. Thank you so much to Plex for the early Christmas present. They just jam-packed this holiday season with new releases. I'm so excited. A few weeks ago, I built a new Plex server on my NAS, and I have been loving the faster speeds to access my library of videos from all my devices and all the things in a user interface that just, it makes sense for entertainment. I appreciate the user experience in Plex. But that is not the only thing that I've been using lately. Plex is sponsoring this episode, which is awesome because I get to geek out about Plex Pass at home and I use it every single day. So I love the opportunity to tell y'all about how I have been using it too. So first off, for those of you not familiar with Plex Pass, it's something that I have. It's like the VIP pass to your personal media experience. So with it, you get early access to new Plex features, the beta releases, a bunch of exclusive perks. But now we've got some new goodies, and Plex is calling these the Power Pack. So Plex recently introduced a whole bunch of new features that you may not know about yet, because some of these were released pretty quietly. So I'm going to run through all of my faves. I'm going to show you how I use them. If you are interested in giving Plex Pass a try, there is an excellent end-of-year sale going on right now, so you can get a great deal whenever you sign up. So last time I discussed Plex on my NAS, I showed you a few little demos, but it was mostly about setting up your own server at home, which is something that I have been using since I moved to Colorado. Plex Pass gives you access to a huge library of movies and TV shows on top of your own library, and the new updates make it even easier to use. So some of my favorites include skipping intros and credits with just a couple of clicks, and if you're like me, I travel a lot for work. The power to download your favorite media for offline viewing is a game changer. I have never had to pay for Wi-Fi on a plane because I always have entertainment downloaded and ready to go. But the big news is the Power Pack updates that Plex has rolled out in response to user feedback. These updates give you a better viewing experience, and honestly, a lot of these features are things that I didn't even know that I was missing until they introduced them, and now I just don't want to live without them. One of these updates is the ability to automatically rewind content whenever you resume playback. So there's no more guessing where you left off. Plex will do it for you. And speaking of skipping, you can now automatically skip intros, credits, and even ads. So let me break down the details for you. So first up is the Rewind on Resume feature available on Plex Pass. Let's say that you pause your content for an extended period, and when you come back, Plex restarts playback at the interval that you chose before the pause. So you can customize this feature with a default of none, or you can select from various preset intervals between 1 to 30 seconds. I tend to pause long videos while I make dinner, for example, and I like that I can come back and resume a few seconds before I paused to refresh my memory. So for example, while I'm watching Broadchurch, which is a great show by the way, I have this set to rewind by 3 seconds when I resume the show. Skipping intros is so dope. Like if you are binge watching a show and you're sick of an intro song, this definitely happens to me a lot. Plex Pass users can choose to automatically bypass the intro sequence without lifting a finger, and it's customizable. Like you can disable the skip intro button entirely, you can show it manually, which is the default setting, or you can go all in with automatic intro skipping. I love that because I get a little bit annoyed when I have to click that button for every single episode of a show. Anime intros tend to be really long, like they play an entire song for anime intros, so I generally like to pass over those and get to the show. One of the functionalities Plex Pass has is a DVR feature, so you can record shows from TV. So if you use the DVR recordings, skipping annoying ads just got a lot easier. Plex Pass lets you choose whether to skip over ads manually, automatically, or not at all. And you can disable the skip ads button, you can show it manually, or you can let Plex automatically bypass those pesky ads yourself. It is totally your choice. And the same goes with credits. You can decide whether to automatically skip the credits, or you can disable it altogether and just let Plex leave those out for you. So as you can see, a lot of these features have to do with getting into your shows faster, not wasting time. To skip the intros and credits, the show you are watching will need to have intro or credit markers in them, so Plex knows to skip them. Also, these features only work with content that you own on your server, and not with any of the available content that is is free to stream on Plex, so that is something to keep in mind. Same with choosing what to watch next. Users get a little screen that shows you what's up next whenever a video finishes, and this is customizable too. You can choose when to see the up next screen, right after the video finishes or during the final credits. It's only on Android TV for now, but Apple TV is catching up soon. Now this one I find kind of hilarious, this new feature, because it reminds me of like when I was younger. I was falling asleep while watching anime every single night as a teenager. It's called pass out protection. By default, there is a timer to prevent continuous playback after your current video ends, and you can adjust the timer to your liking. Never prompt after 1 hour, after 2 hours, which is the default setting, or after 3 hours. So that way you won't wake up from your slumber to a really loud Gundam intro. Ask me how I know. I've been there. In addition, you can turn on that skip intro option, and then you won't hear the loud music either. Ha! I am winning, Gundam. Am I a nerd? Yes, I am. Lastly is this really cool autoplay countdown time. With Plex Pass, you can customize the timer between videos when the up next screen appears. You can set it to your preferred countdown time. That's either immediate, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, which is the default for mobile, 15 seconds, which is the default for TV, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds. So you can flex and chill as long as you want. I made that up. I set mine to 5 seconds, so there's very little wait time in between episodes. A lot of these new features came from Plex listening to feedback, and I think that's pretty cool, and we get to see real updates that add customizations, even if it's for a small subset of users that wanted it. I would love to know what feature is your favorite, or if the sky is the limit, what would you like to see Plex do? Thank you so much to Plex for partnering and sponsoring this video. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.